Did y'all see that video on Facebook, or it might be on TikTok too? But this officer was doing a traffic stop. Basically, he observed somebody in a SUV running the stop sign. They pretty much did not stop. It's on camera. They didn't stop. So he proceeded to go after them. Now, he was literally the man who ran the stop sign. He literally was going to his grandma's house, which was down the street, not even probably a mile away. It wasn't a mile. It was definitely not a mile. I don't know what yards, feet. I don't know. It was probably like 100 feet away. So the boy pulled up in the yard. The officer pulled up behind him. He said, "Hey, this is a traffic stop. You ran the stop sign." He's like, "I didn't run the stop sign." He's like, "What stop sign?" The stop sign right there. He literally pointed to the stop sign. And he was like, "I've been passing that stop sign all my life. This is my grandma's house." So he was like, "Well, can I have your ID?" This is what the police officer said. So instead of the man giving him his ID, he said, "I didn't run the stop sign." He walked in the house. Keyword, walked in the house. So the officer's like, hey, like come back. Not yelling, calm, everything, right? So then, next thing you know, like seconds later, three boys come from the back. No, two boys come from the back of the house, which they didn't see who went in the house because it was in the back of the house. So the officer, he go to his car, he called back up because now it's like three of y'all is one of me. So then, not even a second later, another cousin pulled up in his car and he like, "What's going on?" Like the other boy was like, "Okay." The officer said somebody just went in the house. So the other cousin like, "Oh, who the hell went in the house?" He going in the house. So the whole time, the boy who was in the back with the other boy, he was like, the officer asked him, "Do you know who that is?" He's like, "I don't even know who that is. I don't live here. I'm just here picking my friend up and going to work." So the friend was like, "My friend live here." So the friend was like, "I don't know who went in the house. I just came from the back." So the officer was like, "Well, who drive this truck?" He was like, "Well, that's my cousin Ralph's truck." Boom. Officer called for backup. It's like three more officers that come. Boom. Basically, the officer telling the other officers, black male, dreads, blue shirt, gray pants, ran in the house. I tried to do a traffic stop. He ran in the house. Now, keyword, he did not run in the house, but he did definitely walk his ass in the house when the officer told him not to go in that house. So ran kind of sound way worse than walked in the house. So whatever. So the officers, after his backup come, they knock on the door. Grandma comes to the door. This is like within minutes. Grandma comes to the door. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, we looking for the person who just ran in the house." She's like, "Well, who ran in the house? I just got off the bath. I just got off the toilet." Grandma don't know what the fuck going on. She got so many grandkids. There's so many people in and out. You can tell that's one of them houses that don't lock their door. Like the door is just always open. Me personally, I'll be like, "Lock the door." Everybody who come lock the door, I will come open the motherfucking door. You come knock on it. So boom. Grandma like, "I don't know who that came to the door." So the police officer said it was Ralph. So grandma just yelled out, "Ralph, Ralph." So then she sit down because grandma ain't really mobile. She just got out the bathroom. So the police like, "Well, if he don't come out, we're gonna have to go in and get him." Well, she said, "Well, come on in." Basically, I don't know what the fuck going on. Grandma like, "Come on in." And then the other cousin who had pulled up after, he was like, "Nah, they can't come in. They need a warrant." This is a traffic stop. They not coming in to search. They coming in to get Ralph because he just left it without. Okay, so boom. Grandma like, "Well, I don't know what's going on with this." She like, "Well, what he did?" They say he did a traffic violation. She's like, "Well, what kind of traffic violation?" So they tell her he ran the stop sign. Then she's like, "Oh, wow." So then they was like, "Well, do you know his last name?" Or they asked her something like, "Oh, well, he's here." She said, "I just came out the bathroom. I don't know he's here." They like, "Well, you called his name." And then grandma said, "You the one told me his name. I just called it out. I didn't know. I didn't see him come in." Which they trying to get grandma caught up. Grandma like, "No, you told me who came in the house. I just yelled out for his name. It's so many of them." So then, boom. Speed up, speed up, speed up. This whole time, Ralph is just sitting in the room on his phone, right? While grandma just, her pressure going up. Grandma even said, "Now y'all making my pressure go up." So the police is like giving him warning. Now, honestly, these police officers is like really patient with this man, with this family. They giving him warnings like, "Hey, if you don't come out, we're gonna come in and get you." Now it was one police. Now it's like 7 police officers. All of this because you just didn't give him your ID. You was gonna get a damn ticket for running the stop sign. Now it's got to be a whole big thing. They don't know what you got in the house. They don't know all these goddamn people coming from everywhere. And it's just people just pulling up at grandma's house. Everybody at grandma's house. So, boom. Eventually, they go in and get Ralph because he's not coming out. He ain't even listening to his grandma saying, come here, Ralph. He not listening. They go and get Ralph, put him in handcuffs. Now you under arrest because you obstructing or whatever. So, boom. His mama came. This the boy who ran the stop sign mama. His mama came. She's like, all of a sudden, oh, well, I know the law. He, blah, blah, he didn't do this. Now, if you want to get him for drugs, then nobody said nothing about drugs. Now they done brought the damn dog to look in the car. Now, he just ran the stop sign. Now, they got to put him in handcuffs. They got him in the back of the car. He was like, now they done read him his rights, right? He said, I did not run the stop sign, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you want to get me for being on my phone, then you can get me for that. But I did not run the stop sign. Ain't nobody said shit about you being on the phone. Now, remember when they read you your rights, they tell you anything you say from here on out can be used against you in the court of law. So you done gave them your phone, your mama done gave them the drugs. You know, even though we ain't seen no drugs, we ain't seen no damn phone and no video from you running the stop sign. Now, he wasn't speeding past the stop sign. He literally just, you know how I don't never do that. I don't do stuff like that. I come to a complete stop unless it's like a roundabout, a yield. You know, he didn't even stop. He didn't speed, but he didn't stop. He didn't do a complete stop. You don't even see his brake lights come on the camera. So, make a long story short, they arrested him. They taking him to jail. He in the car talking about something. Oh, hoopla, I didn't run the stop sign. He's like, now the police officer just adding shit up, adding the charges with the phone, because you said the phone. He ain't say phone. He ain't see you on no goddamn phone. Then, when you got out the car, you was on the phone. But he talking about a Bluetooth. That old ass car he got out that truck, that car ain't got no goddamn Bluetooth. It ain't got no Bluetooth. That's an old car. It do not have, unless he got an aux cord. But anyways, the police officer's like, okay, I'll take the phone charge off. He's like, what you mean you'll take the phone charge off? I wasn't on the phone. I was on my Bluetooth. Now you going back and forth with the police officer. You the one told him you was on the phone. He didn't tell you was on the phone. Child, long story short, he went to jail. And then the mama came there. I'm going to put this in there too. The mama came there. She all yelling at the police officer. Well, she wasn't yelling. She just venting, talking about something. No, let me speak. They came and ran into the house whenever they ran into their damn house, somebody basically ran into their house drunk driving. And she's like, it wasn't this many police officers out here for that, but it's this many police officers out here because he done ran a stop sign. But mama, let me tell you, mama, he ran the stop sign, but he ran in the house. So now it's like, okay, what if it's just a random person running into somebody's house? What, they supposed to just not care? Oh, he went in the house. Let's just let it go. Hell nah. That is like a safety issue. We don't know what the hell you're going in the house to get. Now, with me telling y'all this video, that it was black people, right? And I just think that if the boy hadn't just did all that, if he would have just listened to the police officer, these people was more than calm with him. Like, if it was one of them grimy, mean ass, you know, like, just don't even give a fuck what you gotta say, just get on the ground, they wasn't even roughing him up or nothing. That would have been a whole different story. But this, like, you done got your grandma pressure just because you ain't listening. You ran the stop sign. You may not think you ran the stop, but you ran the stop sign. That's the only reason he pulled you over. In the video, you can't even see who the hell driving. You just see him running the goddamn stop sign. He's talking about, why would I run the stop sign? I wouldn't give y'all a reason to pull me over, but you did. But yeah, I'm in the song. I tried to tell y'all this story just so I could stay in here. But now that I'm done, I'm gonna go.